Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. So this is going to be a relatively short video. I'm just going to show you the progress I made on this palette last year. I brought it in from January last year to kind of January this year. I didn't use it a lot over the last few months, guys. I will just put that out there. I just completely forgot about it and was using newer makeup. So it's the Too Faced chocolate bar. I did really well though throughout the year on the white chocolate shade. They are so hard pressed. I mean, if you've panned one of these palettes, you'll know that these eyeshadows are really hard pressed. I want to bring this shade in for 2022, but I'm going to be bringing a newer palette in. And also I hit pan on, is it Semi Sweet? Can't remember. No, I think it's Salted Caramel. Salted Caramel, this one here. So again, we will try and get that one out. But as for the rest of the palette, guys, I think it's that time now. I've had it years at this point. I think it's time to, once we've used those two shades, just completely get it out of the collection. I mean, there's this one that I could work on. It's just not pigmented, and what is the point in kind of using it begrudgingly if it's not pigmented? So what we'll do is we'll bring those two eyeshadows in. Once they're gone, we'll declutter the palette. And what I'm going to do, I was going to do this in a separate video. I'll show you what palette I'm bringing in for this year. So let me just go and grab it. Right, so what we're going to do for this year is play with some of these eyeshadows from this MAC palette. They're all Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I've hit pan on this one already here. So I wouldn't mind bringing this one in. I wouldn't mind bringing... What I'd be better off is getting a smaller palette, wouldn't I, and just taking them out and showing you what I want to use. Yeah, kind of like curating my own palette, and I think I've got one. I'm just going to see if I can find it. Right, so we've got them out. Right, so definitely this one. I think it's called Peach Smoothie. So we can have up to 9, guys. Not that I expect to pan 9 eyeshadows, just because I've got this palette here that will house in my Titmouse Cosmetics and Pastel Roses. So we're going to put this one in first. Yeah, I was right. Peach Smoothie. Right, what else? Definitely this one here. It'd just be nice to actually get some use out of these. I mean, I've made dints in them, so I was obviously using them for a long period of time at one time or another. But I haven't used them for ages, so there is that one. I'd definitely like to use this shade here. It's so pretty. I mean, just because I'm putting them in this little palette as well, it doesn't mean I'm going to hit pan on everything. Now, we'll fetch this one in as well here, just as like a deeper matte shade. So that's 4. I'll fetch this one in here. It's a foiled eyeshadow. And then maybe try this one. This one's ritzy, it's a duochrome. This one ended up falling out before it's frappe, so we'll try that. Oh, that one won't even go in. Right, and then maybe this darker shade down here. That one's Cocoa Bear. And then we may as well do this other duochrome. Like I said, I don't expect to hit pan on all 9, but it would be nice if I'd got any pan apart from this one, because we've already got pan on this. It's probably not the best organised, but I'll tell you what we've got. So we have, we have Peach Smoothie. We have Cupcake. I think this one's Showtime. No, Legend. This one is Ritzy. This one is Bitten. That one is Showtime. That one is Karma. That one is Cocoa Bear. And that one is Frappe. And for the palette, I know I said that I want to do project 22 uses, but I feel like for this palette I want to do at least 50 uses on it. 50 uses throughout the year is not a lot. All those shades, I'd like to have 50 uses on them. It might be a bit adventurous for me. Every time I use it I'm going to write it down, so we'll see how many times in a month I can use it. Probably only once a month I'll get to use this, and it might even get tricky when I'm at work. But yeah, I do want to make a dent in those eyeshadows. We've still got some left here, but we'll leave them in the pans. So yeah, I just want to use them, so they're kind of wasting away in my collection, which is not what I want at all. And I do feel like it's kind of aesthetically pleasing. You know, you've got your whole like pinky cranberry shades here, you've got some brown mattes, you've got a couple of duochromes, you've got this shade here, and yeah, I feel like I will use it. Not too sure when I'm going to use it next. If you want to see a look with this, just leave me a comment down below. I've not used my Makeup Geek eyeshadows in a long time. What else do I have to tell you? I think that's it. Oh no, don't forget we're also going to try and use that shade up and that shade there. But I don't really have any shades like this one in the Makeup Geek palette anyway, so it should be able to get done hopefully by the end of the year next year, and then I'll just get rid of the palette, because it's one less palette that I need in my collection if I'm not going to use any of the other shades. I do like this however, so while I'm using the palette I might try and use this. Let's see if it's still good. It still feels okay, but it's not going onto the hand that well. So I think all the eyeshadows in the palette are just expiring. Salted Caramel and White Chocolate are good though. I've used them quite a lot, as you can see. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing for this year in this project. Thanks guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.